We're going to move on to WWE Raw this past week, and I wanted to bring to your attention that Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy actually made his in-ring debut. So I've heard different sort of theories of what should have happened with the Wyatt Six, and it's sort of like a very, very hard group to book. Do you book them as supernatural types? Do you book them as people who you sort of explain their previous story, and then, you know, they're not supernatural, but they've got together for whatever reason? But this was the actual in-ring debut of Bo Dallas, and they actually put it on free TV as well against Chad Gable, who, if you remember when the Wyatt Six debuted, Chad Gable was there. He'd been shot through the head, it seemed like. He had like one bullet wound coming out the side of his skull, and then, you know, he came back the next week. But you watched the match. I want your critique of not only the match, but the presentation of Bo Dallas going forward, and also the commentary explaining Bo Dallas and Uncle Howdy.
Let me back this up by saying I wasn't a big fan of the Bray Wyatt stuff. His interviews, he'd go out there and talk a bunch of crap. And I don't want to say it like be unrespectful to him. But I never got him at all. Now, of course, the people holding up the lights and the doing all that, yes, they wanted him to be Undertaker-like, but he was so far from Undertaker, I don't even know how he could even be compared to Undertaker. Now, Undertaker is supposed to be a guy who buries people, and, you know, he's supposed to be half dead, and they never said this, but that's the impression you got. But they believed more in the Undertaker than they did Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt never really took off. It never did. It never did. What pay-per-views did Bray Wyatt main event?
There's quite a few. He was the champion for a few months. I don't know if it's post-COVID or pre-COVID, maybe 2021 or something like that. I'd have to look it up, but maybe just pre-COVID, like 2019.
Are they memorable or no?
Yeah, not entirely for the right reasons, though. I think there was like a Hell in a Cell where he just like killed, was it John Moxley or Seth Rollins or something? So the fact that I can't remember it off the top of my head, maybe not.
And you have this Wyatt Six now, SICKS. I got that, but I don't see where they're going and where they're headed, or I just don't understand it. And if you got to sit back and think, where is this headed? Or I think that kind of kills the whole identity of it. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't see Wyatt Six doing, they're not really heels. Bray Wyatt wasn't a heel. People liked him. So is he a heel or is he a babyface? First of all, let's determine that and go from there. But you can't make them like regular heels. Where's the heat there? And Bray Wyatt didn't just cheat to beat people. He just beat people. So there's no heat in that. You got to say, good job. You beat the guy. So now that doesn't make me want to see Bray Wyatt get beat any more than, and see him win. I'm in the middle, and that's where you don't want fans to be, in the middle. And I think right now they're probably on the Bray Six side. I think they're more liked than disliked because of their purpose in being there, and that is to honor Bray Wyatt. So if you boo the Wyatt Six, aren't you booing Bray Wyatt in essence? But I know that's thinking too much, but I would bring this up at a creative meeting, and then they would fire me and tell me to go get a job down at the fire department because I'm overthinking it. And I'm thinking it, you got to think the way it's group think. You think like the group, or you need to get out. So, but we'll see. We'll watch the Bryant, the Six, and see where it goes.
Well, they immediately tried to get away from the group being supernatural, which they didn't with Bray. They tried to go sort of that more Undertaker supernatural route, whereas this one, and the commentary was backing that, was also saying they're not supernatural, they're not magic. It is Bo Dallas paying tribute as Uncle Howdy to his brother. So I thought it was an interesting tact to take, because do you want to take them away from the supernatural edge or not?
they don't know. To me, I think they're totally. They may have an idea about it. I don't think it's going to work. I'm not saying it won't work, but for me, if you're a booker and you write something down, you got to have a feeling here somewhere that this is going to pique the fans' interest. After seeing them, it doesn't pique my interest, it de-piques it. So I'm not, unless they really do something to somebody that I care for, I don't think it's going to get over like they think, unless they just giving them a job out of in his honor. That's okay with me too. But you asking the fans to compete in this or to conduct themselves in this in a way that makes them a draw. I don't see how they're going to do it.